Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I feel rough. I am exhausted. I went out last night and I thought it would be a good idea just to do a chill routine video. It is the nighttime, I can't lie. I did wake up at like 12 today. Have not done anything. I did in fact skip my skincare routine this morning. I did put sunscreen on, but that was it. I don't have a mustache today. I feel like I'm missing a part of myself. There's a lot going on that is not normal for me. So here we are. Let's do it. Today I'm going to be showing you my nighttime routine when my skin is really stressed out. As you can see, I'm dealing with redness. I'm dealing with a couple of marks. I can't tell. Yeah, some of this is active acne, so cool. Love that. So I'm gonna kind of run you through some of the products I'm using tonight and some of the products that I'm gonna use alternating over the next couple of days. When I am going through this, I like to limit my actives. Even azelaic acid, which I'm usually able to use in pair with all of my other actives, I limit that. Tonight, we're just going in with azelaic acid, but I'm gonna kind of show you how I change my skincare routine up whenever I'm, first off, not trying a new product, and second, when my skin is just really going through it, because this is real skin. This is how it goes. We go out for a weekend, and Sunday is hitting hard. Let's go ahead and start with our trusty headband. I am going to double cleanse today. I've noticed that at night, usually I go in with a more purifying cleanser. I like to go in with that because the day has been long. I like to go in with something that's a little bit more purifying, but lately I've been wearing a lot of makeup, so I have been double cleansing. It's not something I do every day. In the winter and colder months, which right now it's 40 degrees, usually do it then. Oil cleanser I've been loving is Crave Beauty's Makeup Rewind. This has been an acne safe cleanser for me. Oil cleansers are something I've seen people writing off because they haven't worked for their acne. I've shown this to a few people who have acne prone skin and they're personally able to use it. I mean, some people are just sensitive to oils in general, so not a guaranteed experience, but it is definitely something that could be good for more acne prone skin. I noticed that this was one of the first oil cleansers I tried that I was like, this is a game changer. It's kind of a jelly hybrid oil texture. It's like a balm oil style. Starts off kind of balmy, moves into a jelly, and then into an oil as you start rubbing it in. I feel so naked without my mustache. This is a crazy experience. I know it's gonna grow back really fast. I have coarse dark hair and it grows back pretty fast. I have to shave my beard every other day ish. I don't know. I thought about growing out a beard, but every time I do that, my skin I feel like looks worse, and I just like the mustache right now. But I mean, I don't hate me without it. I think I hated it before because I used to not take care of myself and I used to let myself go, not do my hair. I was not having a good haircut and all of that. So it was definitely an era, and I went through that publicly. So you get to go back and see that. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and start emulsifying this. What I love about the Crave Oil Cleanser is its light ability to emulsify yet be effective at removing the light makeup and sunscreen that I wear. I was applying on the sunscreen thick today because I didn't feel like washing my face. I woke up, I don't drink, I wasn't hungover, it was just pure sleep loss. I have nothing else to say about that. I used to be so particular about my skincare routine, but I've kind of gotten less perfectionist mindset and more just as good as I can do. I'm proud of myself though. I've only missed my routine, like this is the second time ever that I have not done my skincare routine, but we're making up for it tonight. It's all good. So while my skin is still damp, I'm gonna go in with my water-based cleanser. Lately, Naturium's Multi-Calm Cream Cleanser has been the one. I'm so glad this formula is back because it's super milky, utilizes colloidal oatmeal, squalene, panthenol, glycerin, a lot of standard ingredients, but I've noticed they're very balancing for the skin. When my skin is really sensitized, I go for milky cleansers like this. This is such a redness soothing cleanser, and it's been considerate of my acne as well. A lot of times when cleansers don't foam enough, I worry about it causing texture, causing acne, and I didn't experience that with the original formulation as much. I mean, my skin was going through a lot. There were a lot of factors that could have gone into me causing acne with the last product. It was more just a situational product. I've been able to use consistently and not have any issues with it. Used to, I would just use this cleanser whenever I just needed a really gentle cleanse. It kind of just blends into practically nothing but stays milky as you keep blending it. I enjoy that aspect of it. I'm so excited for this redness, this sensitivity to be done. Not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of how my skin feels, like you're tight and on my nose just sensitized. I wanted to record this video because skin is skin. It's gonna be normal, it's gonna be fluctuating. And it's one thing I do love is that I get to document how my skin is, because my skin will go through really good periods and I'll see it and I'll be like, whoa, what happened? Like, how did we get here? But then I'll go back like another month and I'll see it was going through something similar. I'm trying to slow down a lot. It's been hard for me to balance my work and balance everything I have going on, and also I'm trying to slow down with the products I'm trying as well. I was trying so many products out at one point where my skin was not necessarily going through it. I've been very fortunate that my skin has not been terrible. Like, it's been pretty bad, but it's not been terrible. I have slowed down though because I feel myself getting back into that mindset of just ordering products, wanting to try them, and now I'm trying to take the more slow approach with it. So that will be coming in the new year. And what I like about Naturium's cream cleanser is it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped, but it also doesn't leave a film or anything weird on the skin. It just does the job, is effective, yet very considerate of the skin barrier as well, and also sensitivity. Well, new products in the routine. I love my more advanced azelaic acid treatments, but when I'm going through all the sensitivity I'm going through right now, Good Molecules has a new 10% azelaic acid that is more moisturizing. I feel like this would be a great beginner azelaic acid because of the rich moisturizing texture that it has and the soothing ability. I also feel like it's great for people, if you're like me, going through a lot of sensitivity with your skin. Use whenever you need to slow down. And that's what I am doing lately. I'm also trying to start patting my skin because my skin is worse whenever I rub it. I just try my best to be as gentle as possible with it. It takes a lot of patience. Weird that I almost fell asleep there. We're doing a therapeutic session here. This is a beautiful experience. I can guarantee you that I am going to hit that pillow, fall asleep until I have to get up tomorrow. Next weekend we are having a chill weekend. Just a little bit more right there. That has been a problem area. Let's let that sit. Usually let my active sit for about 2-3 minutes. I do also want to talk about a gentle retinal serum that I use when my skin is sensitized, Create Beauty's 24 karat retinal. This is something I only use when my skin is like it is now, red, irritated, sensitized. It is a more gentle concentration. It's retinal at a 0.05% concentration, but it's perfect to use by itself whenever your skin is just sensitized or you're wanting to get into using retinal. I personally use it alternating nights with azelaic acid. Use azelaic acid during the day, but then at night I'll just go in with this because I don't like to combine my actives whenever I am going through sensitization like this. Something I have to be very careful about, and I'm trying my best, guys. We're doing the best we can. I don't know what to talk about. My social battery is gone. Like, I'm trying to let this product sit, but I'm also just getting so impatient and just wanting to go lay down. But it's okay. I found that I don't like events that start later than 8 p.m. anymore. And that's sad for me. I'm really starting to feel 24. I didn't think that would happen at this age, but I feel way older than I actually am. I love a gathering. I love socializing. I love all of that. A gathering at 9 p.m., which I love it. I had so much fun, but being out until 3 that destroyed me. So we are healing. We are meditating today. I'm gonna do something. I'm trying to get more into yoga. I'm trying to get more into relaxation and balancing that, but I struggle because I'm always just go, 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 go. And let's slow down. Let's slow down. Now that I've let my azelaic acid sit, I feel like the perfect product to go in with no matter what your routine is Bioma's Blemish Repair Mist. This is not only good for acne, this is amazing for redness because of the heart leaf. And I love how light and soothing it is for the face. It's just super refreshing and soothing. I feel like my redness in my nose went down after using this product. I may be crazy, but I don't know. It works magic. I also want to talk about my hatred for pore clogging ingredient checkers and the label pore clogging ingredients. I have been guilty of falling for that type of stuff before too. We're on the internet, we're susceptible to falling for propaganda and skincare myths that are truly myths. But I am such a big discourager of pore clogging ingredients. Like, I get comments all the time asking me, is this gonna clog my pores? Is this gonna cause acne? And I'm just like, first of all, I'm not an expert. Please consult with an expert if you have serious inquiries about skincare. I'm just solely coming at this from a consumer perspective, and I've tried to be as transparent as possible with that over the years. There is no way to tell if a product is going to break you out based off the ingredients. There's a lot of other factors, and I feel like I've fallen for some marketing tactics and some marketing phrases of pore clogging ingredients, like that Bioma Mist. It has pore clogging ingredients in it. I've never had an issue. That's never been an issue with me. So that's why I beef with pore clogging ingredient checkers and why I don't subscribe to that at the moment. Pore clogging ingredients, the science and the studies behind it are just not foolproof. And so I try to be as science-backed and science-based as possible because we need to believe science. We need to listen to science. Let's move on to a toner step. I have been loving, this is a brand new addition to my routine, the Bloom Effects Milky Toner. I hope this is not a limited edition product. This is a bi-phase balancing and hydrating product. You can see there it's 2 different separations. Shake it together, a little bit out, and it creates a really beautiful lightweight glow. This is milk water toner territory. And I just pat this in. This is my current favorite toner at the moment. This is such a wonderful product because of the technology in here. That's why I'm like, please do not make this limited edition. I'm not a big fan of limited edition skincare either. While we're just on the hate train, I feel like consistency is key with skincare. And whenever a brand makes something limited edition, to me, it's just like, why would I even want to try it if my skin's gonna love it and you're gonna stop making it in few months or whatever. Anyway, hope that is a permanent addition. Sometimes I feel like brands just do that to try to get you to try the product. Who knows? That's not here nor there. It just leaves no finish on the skin, but yet is very balanced. I love that in a toner. Truly cannot have a routine for sensitized skin or just a routine in general without Crave Beauty's Oil La La. This is an active-free acne treatment that I have loved. I've been using since it was March of 2024 that I started using this product consistently again, and I feel like what keeps my skin in check when I am using other products and newer products has a light, almost toner essency texture. I kind of alternate this on where I put it in my skincare routine because sometimes I use it at the very beginning after an active, but it just really soothes my face. I love how it makes my skin feel. I love the technology in here, transforming your oil production. And after I got through the initial purging that this caused, because I didn't realize that this could cause purging, but Crave Beauty did talk about it, how if there is bad gunk in your skin, you need to get it out, and this product did that. Usually you only experience that with actives though, so it was just new to me, but still. I'm really gonna keep it simple tonight because I am so tired. So after the Oil La La, I am just gonna go in with a comfort moisturizer. This is a Nua's 3 Ceramide Cream, an amazing product. Utilizes great skin rebuilding ingredients and also some bouncing ingredients as well. Just like a solid texture and staple moisturizer for me. Very lightweight. definitely too heavy of a finish on my skin. Also, almost hugs the skin and just nourishes it super well. Anua makes a lot of core products in my routine, I will say. They are a Korean skincare brand that gets it right with a lot of their formulations. Like this moisturizer is one of the cases of that. Panthenol is in this formula, and it's something that has continued to work for my skin over and over. After that, I am going to go in on my really dry skin. I could use this moisturizer all over, but it's just a little bit heavy for me tonight. I'm gonna go in with Experiment's Molecular Mesh on my really dry areas and then also on my lips, which, hang on. Let's change up the order of this because I am going to go in with the Ordinary's PHA Lip Exfoliant. I love using this whenever I'm struggling with really bad dry lip. It just kind of takes that top dead skin layer off. We're having a nourishing spa night tonight. That is exactly what is going on. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I wake up, my lips are super soft. Now I'm gonna go in on this area and then take it to my neck and just builds like a second skin layer around my really dry areas. It's funny because my nose is super red, but it's actually not dry. It's just, I think, where I was out last night. It's been cold. Somehow this area is not dry, it's just red. So no clue. It will probably be dry tomorrow, so that will be a tomorrow issue. I do also want to say, throughout the day, I don't do this necessarily at night. It's just if I remember, honestly. Throughout the day, I will use the Ordinary Sulfur Spot Treatment whenever I am really sensitized. This is a good multi-use product, meaning I can use it multiple times throughout the day and kind of reduce some active acne that I have. I forgot to use this in my step tonight. I use it at the very beginning, usually after azelaic acid. So we'll do that in the morning. That is a tomorrow problem. Okay, wrapping up this list before I literally go crash in bed. Topical Slick Solve Comfort Lip Balm. Use it both day and night. Glossy, super nourishing, and comforting. Also has that beautiful mint fragrance. It is so addicting. My secret to waking up with good breath, which I don't, I am struggling with that at the moment, but I'm sleeping in the same bed as somebody. I'll put a little bit of this on beforehand, because listen, we do what we can. At least you smell the mint initially. Struggle. What can we do? What can we do? That is about all the energy I have in me. Today we are, oh. Okay. That didn't happen. I don't claim that. Got through this routine. You can do it too. Let's do this together. Me and you, we are in this together. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I don't know why I suscepted you to me when I'm this tired, but thank you for tuning in and watching. And let me know if you want more routines, if you want specific more routines. I'm trying to do more of them, show you what my day-to-day fallback routine has been. So I'll see you on the next video.